So today we're back in central London and we're just on the back streets of Tottenham Court Road, and we're going to have an assignment today. We're going to use a famous photographer. You might have heard of him before, Marc Cohen. I'll put some of his images up on screen right now so you can take inspiration as well. I'm going to use him as my inspiration. It's going to be a bit challenging today because we're going to be shooting in his style, and his style is a little bit intrusive. It's a point and shoot style. You're not using the viewfinder. I think people call his style the no viewfinder style. And it's not to be mixed up with shooting from the hip. Shooting from the hip is you're in disguise. People are not seeing you. This style, people are seeing you and you're capturing that reaction. And sometimes you're not even capturing people's faces. You're getting chopped off heads, you're getting elbows, you're getting knees, you're getting chest, you're getting all sorts of things. And they can turn out very interesting. And I've never done this before, but I'm guessing a lot of them don't turn out very interesting. But I'm going to give it a go, and I'm going to set my camera into manual mode, and I'm going to set my focus point. Let's get it into manual mode. No, sorry, I'm going to shoot in the AV mode, and I'm going to set my focus point to about 2 meters away. So go to a wall where you can pull focus on, and then take 2 good steps away and turn around and focus on that wall. So now I've got my focus point, and I'm going to switch it to manual mode. My settings, I'm in aperture priority mode, and I've got it set to my f-stop is 6.3, so I know my depth of field is quite good. So anywhere that I point the camera to, 2 meters, 3 meters away, it should grab focus automatically, because I don't want my camera searching for focus in this assignment, because then I'll miss the shot. So in manual mode, and I've got my ISO set to auto, I've got my exposure compensation set to half a stop down, and I've got my minimum shutter speed set to 125. So I don't want my shutter speed to go below 125, because if it does, I'm going to get a blurry image, and I want a nice crisp sharp image. Okay, so let's go, let's see what we can capture. So I've just done a couple of test shots, as you can see. 1, 2, that one totally missed out, that one totally missed out, that one as well. And I zoomed in to check like this one, and it's slightly blurry, it's slightly out of focus. And I'm guessing that is because my shutter speed isn't fast enough, so 125 is not fast enough for what I'm doing. That girl was walking past pretty quick. So I've put my minimum shutter speed up to 250, and that's a lesson that you all need to do when you're out doing your photography. Take a couple of test shots, put your settings in, take a couple of test shots, always zoom in and check your pictures, and then from there you'll know if you're in focus or you need to change your settings, whatever it might be, aperture, shutter, whatever. Get in the habit of always checking your images.
God, it's cold, isn't it?
怀疑我在家那个时候，我在说。
Okay, so I think I'm gonna call that a day. I haven't got a clue. Well, you can see some of the shots that we've got. Some of them very abstract, and I'm sure a lot of them are not going to be used at all. But it's always good to have an assignment when you go out and do street photography, rather than just shooting whatever you see, because then you're just going to come back with a bunch of random pictures. So have an assignment, whether it's reflections, whether it's people, whether it's something totally different, and really sink into that style of photography for the afternoon, for the day, for the week, whatever time frame you've got. But really allow your mind to sink into that technique of photography and try to put together a gallery of that technique. And that way you're going to learn a lot more about the streets, about photography, about your creativity, about the skill set, and you're going to develop your skill a lot faster. And also you're going to find out what kind of photography that you're into. If you just go out there and shoot random stuff, you're not really going to discover yourself as a creative. So really important things to do: have an assignment, set it for the day, and stick to it, and allow yourself to sink into it, no matter how easy or how hard you might find it. I found this assignment quite difficult, but we'll get back to Lightroom and we'll see what we have captured. Okay, till next time.
A few hours' drive from the New York art market, Marc Cohen lives in Wilkes-Barre, a small town in the hills of Pennsylvania. He discovered using the flash for contemporary photography.
Watch the different things that happen. Bring the camera up very close, and I could try to make a picture of his neck. You want to watch it because it's right over here. You're gonna make a picture of your neck, like that. Just like this gold chain, like this gold chain by his neck. Maybe his eyes, the way a hair's blown in his eyes. Make a picture like that. But this is very unusual because it's like, we're cooperating in the middle of a very strange sort of thing to happen, right? You're not kidding. You're not kidding.
Marc Cohen runs a photo studio in his hometown. He photographs weddings and shoots portraits. But once a day, he breaks out and flashes to his heart's content.
I'm going to do the girl against the wall there. Well, there's a definite social interaction that happens, some kind of thing that happens between me and the people I take a picture of. I invade their space and try to make something happen with the camera when I go in very close and try to make pictures with with the flash and the small camera and go very close to someone. You really do trespass in a way on their space. And also the kinds of subjects that I pick out, many times they're details of people or small parts of them. A lot of times they're very sexually related, and sometimes they're related to children that are in disadvantaged circumstances. Sometimes they're related to old people. Certain themes run through the work all the time, and it does become some kind of social, psychological document about my vision, about what I look at and how I respond to people in the environment. I would never use a flash. I always wanted to just take pictures straight with like a 50mm lens and just make straight literal photographs of things. But when I started to use a flash, because of the effective speed of the flash, the thousandth of a second that the flash goes off, I found that I could come in very close, and with a 28mm lens or a 21mm lens, I'd have a pretty long depth of field, maybe 2 feet or 3 feet depth of field, and then I could see someone just walking straight by the street or running down the street and put the camera right next to them and take a picture at a thousandth of a second. So we're trying to make some pictures of the people like coming out of the office. Be like 5 o'clock, there'll be a lot of people around.
Quarter to 5 to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a picture I took near Wilkes-Barre, in a small town near Wilkes-Barre. And I was just driving around looking for a place to stop, looking for a place to take pictures, and I saw this young girl. At this girl's legs, you know, at the nice, her legs. Sort of followed her down the street for a few steps, and then crouched down and made a picture because I was interested in her sock and her leg in the picture. And there are many, many things in the picture that I didn't see and couldn't imagine at the time I took the picture, like the shadow and the way the knee would point to this edge, and this beautiful edge, this broken edge that happens, and this other shadow that comes out. And the way this knee points to this shadow, and then this mysterious sort of space that happens in this dark area here.